Welcome, everyone, viewers and coins of the vault alike. I am Tatsumari, and today we are going to at least start out this stream on Maplestory, as the title of this suggests. Like I said last week, I did actually play through some of Adele, just to kind of get the Adele thing that we've been working on the last couple weeks. Just to get to the next story beat, in which I have done, and I also got some brand new shiny armor for our girl. And to be honest, I think she looks really good now. Even though it is a collection of pixels, I think it does look really good. After that, though, I think there's probably going to be another section of grindy stuff, so if there's not a lot to do, at least it's not super boring, then maybe we shall hop on over to Satisfactory, where I shall be continuing on with my factory build, where I am slowly getting ready to expand the power grid into nuclear power. However, I want to make sure that everything is set up so that I can recycle the nuclear waste, because, yeah, that can be a bit of a problem if you don't have it set up already. So, with that being said, we shall get into it shortly, but before we do, be sure and hit the subscribe button down below so you can become a coin in the vault and not miss a thing. If you're looking for more content here on the channel, be sure and check out Maplestory, the novel Sacred Tears. This is an alternate universe look at the story of Maplestory. And, right now, there are about 13 complete chapters up on the YouTube channel. However, in the description, there is a link to the written story, which has not been gone through and fully edited yet, so keep in mind that what you read there can and will change in the future. If that is not up to your liking, you can also check out Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen. This is a continuation fanfiction picking up 3 years after the events of Thieves in Time, and is my interpretation of what would be a good sequel. Be sure and check it out, because the Chapter 6 intro just launched today. And if everything goes right, I should be able to have the entirety of Chapter 6 up and ready for your viewing pleasures on Christmas Day. So be sure and look forward to that. Also, last thing I will say on this before we get started. The Rise of Vexen story, when it ends, I'm going to see if I can get together a lot of the crew, or the cast, that voiced in Rise of Vexen and see if we can do a live Q&A session where I'll come up with a few questions myself and their experiences, what their favorite parts were of the story, etc., etc. And if you guys have any questions for the cast, be sure and leave them in the comments down below, or there is a community post over on the community tab of the channel that has a post on there where you can also post your questions. However, keep in mind, keep it regarding the project and do not get into the personal lives of the cast and crew members because it's just, that's wrong. So, with all of that out of the way, more on both of these books at the end of the stream. But for now, let's get on over to Maplestory! Now, as I said before, I did some grinding. Ooh, wow, there's volume kind of low. I'll work on that here in a second here in the game. But before the or like I said before, I did some grinding on the character just to make it up to the next story beat, which I was pretty sure was at level 80, but being that it's a burning character, I get 3 levels for every time I level up. So that's why it's a level 82. But as I thought, there is another story beat at level 80. So that's where we're at right now. And let's get on to it. And, I just remembered that I did a thing that I should have... Oh, I didn't do a thing. Let's see. Oh, we can go to the Vern Mine. That has some good quests on it. Sound. Okay. Get some background music for you guys. Alright, now I still got a thing I gotta do on my side, so give me a second here. Oops. Come on. There we go. Oh, it still stays, well, it kind of stays up for you guys, but not really. Alright, what have we got here? There we go. Okay. And then we gotta come over here and we gotta modify this one. There we go. Alright, now I believe hold on. There we go. For some reason the volume doesn't quite work like I think it should. So, being that we have our next story beat here, let me just familiarize myself with the buttons again. Okay, so that is our new main attack. This is, I think, is Eviscerate. Yes. Then Impale, which is kind of a... It's an attack and puts a little crystal over there for us. We also have this, which is kind of like a charge. It goes to the nearest crystal. And be gone! Death rains from above. What's her face? And then I have, what is it? Noble Summons. Okay, which has that little thing that can do that. Alright, so let's do this. Alright, so we're good to go now. What do we got? According to a letter from one of my contacts in Maplewood, it seems there's a verdant flora boy. Or there seems a verdant flora boy was sighted in northern Perion. I should travel there and investigate. And so we are. Oh, we got a viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. I do have a slightly different mic setup, so let me know if it's kind of hard to hear, and I will make adjustments from there. Alright, to Perion. After chasing down rumor after rumor in northern Perion, you find yourself standing upon a desolate rocky mountain. There you meet a verdant flora by the name of Ilium. Ah, yes, Ilium. His wings shimmer with blue light. They seem to be mechanical. He reminds you of something from your past, though what that is, you cannot say. The boy is suspicious of you at first, but slowly you gain his trust, and finally he invites you to stay and chat for a while. Ilium, my boy! I heard the High Flora sent someone to look for me, but it doesn't look like you're one of theirs. I doubt Jaren Darmor would send someone with a burned-out magical conduits like yours. Oh! Okay, that's new. But it raises so many questions. Why did your magical conduits burn out? And why did you come looking for me? You tell him about your adventures thus far and about your lost memories. Right? If you're a knight of the old God King, that's a tale for another time. My robot companion X might know something about it. The God King of your day was a man of excellent character, beloved for his wisdom. Unfortunately, some years into his reign, he turned into a tyrant. What happened? He led a campaign of domination against the other races. On what grounds? Because he thought Flora were superior. He wanted to fix the other races. This got dark. The God King I remember would never do such a thing. And yet, it all seems familiar somehow. Oh. I can no longer stand idly by and let the savages be. A beast cannot recognize its superior. A beast that cannot recognize its superior must be punished. It is not our responsibility to show them the way. His eyes glinted with sadness as the venomous rhetoric toned from his lips. Even as disturbing rumors swirled about the palace, and new cruelties were perpetrated against the verdant flora, we followed him, without a doubt in our hearts. However, the God King's tyranny the dreams of ruling all humans. He called for war on terrorists. You heard His Majesty. Most of us have been reassigned to the disciplinary force. Our once wise king. Even the cruel facsimile is a loss. Prepare for battle. Something makes me think this past God King either got corrupted or he wasn't even the right God King to begin with. The High Flora claimed that the verdant flora murdered the God King. This, however, is far from the truth. Yeah, see? There goes, right there. I think something happened. Then who murdered him? Didn't say anything about murdered him, but maybe replaced him? Either that or was pretending to be him? That we do not know. The verdant flora suspected that Darmor is somehow involved. Didn't I just say this? Like last week when I was doing this? I said Darmor is somehow involved with this. He's somehow either manipulating things from the behind the scenes, or heck, maybe even... No, that would be too much. Okay. I was gonna say maybe that Darmor was the God King and like was kind of pulling off like a one-in-one at the same time, using illusions to manipulate everybody, but that was a little too much. I mean, it's not out of the realm of possibility. That has I think there is precedent somewhere for that happening in Maplestory altogether, but I don't remember exactly where it is, so don't put any weight on that. It's a little tough finding out exactly what happened. None of the records agree with each other. But the verdant Flora would never have resorted to murder. Ilium is rarely this certain of anything. The answer may lie in the memories. What really happened the day the palace gate fell? The verdant Flora had been hiding for quite some time. Unfortunately, the High Flora found them and burned their sanctuary to the ground. It's just me and a few of the other children now. If people didn't blame us for the death of the God King, none of this would have happened. Adele, you have to tell me, was it really a verdant Flora who murdered the God King? Okay, seriously. Kind of work on your continuity here, Maplestory. You just said the verdant Flora wouldn't do it. And now you're asking someone who doesn't remember if they did. No, just no. When I think back on the battle at the Royal Palace, I seem to recall the soldiers on both sides having red wings. Okay, so at the very beginning, it said that because if you see right here, Ilium here, this little light flashes right here, those are actually supposed to be the wings of the High Flora. That's what their wings actually look like. He's a special case, but I'm not going to get into it right now. So she's saying, Adele is saying that at the very beginning was saying that red wings, this style, red wings, was a trait of her family. But now and then the other one that was fighting her also had red wings when, like, kind of at the end of the story with the village she popped into, the city she popped into. I'll look it up here in a second. And now she's saying that everyone had red wings. So it's starting to make me think it's not necessarily a familial trait of having red wings, but it is like a subcategory of because I believe she is a High Flora, and Ilium over here is a verdant Flora. Kind of, for lack of better words, it's kind of like the difference between Tolkien elves and like the High Elves. That's the best way I know how to explain it. There's probably more of a difference, but I don't know it at the moment. But Ilium here is a verdant Flora. So he is a lower status Flora that has been, he basically gave himself the High Flora status, is kind of what it is, even though he's not an actual High Flora. However, in many pictures that I have seen, High Flora are often depicted with gold wings, not red. So whatever this red wings are, I think might be like a sub-trait of some of the Flora. And she's saying here that everybody who was fighting had these red wings. That would mean it was an internal conflict, a fight between the High Flora. Okay, so then maybe I was wrong. Because it seems like a lot of the pictures that I have seen were kind of like, had like a sepia tone over them, like the old kind of brownish thing. So maybe what I was interpreting as gold wings was really red wings, but it was all blurred out. However, but that wouldn't make sense, because I've also played the Cernium content when it first came out. It was kind of like a preview deal, and you actually meet Garen Darmor, and he loathes his physical being. And he has gone so far as to tear his own wings off. So even though they're made of light, they're kind of like a part of your body. So when he lets his wings be visible, they're really tore up and just really not. They don't look like this. They just look really tore up. So, but his wings were gold. So if high flora have red wings, why is Garen's gold? It's an interesting question. I don't remember seeing any blue artificial wings. Okay, so then that's why his are blue. It's because they're artificial. Thank you. That's exactly what I thought. Alright. I finally have the answers I've been searching for. Now you've come this way. Allow me to transport you back. Okay. But know this. Chaos is coming back to Artemis. We'll have to pick a side soon. Next time we meet, I hope it isn't this. Okay, so then yeah, that confirms it right there. Adele is a high flora, Ilium is a verdant flora. The God King kicked off the war with the verdant flora. It was during this war that Darmour awakened as a transcendent. Could Darmour have planned it all from the beginning? What could he possibly be after that would justify going to such lengths? Alright. So that's that. Now let's see. Alright, so yeah, let's go to the mine. Let's see. Vern mine. Start! Whoa! Alright. So let's get on with Letier. Please help us clean Francis's room. Hello, I've never seen you before. You must be new. Please allow me to introduce myself. I am Letier, the Black Wing's secretary. My job is mostly to take care of the administrative stuff of the bosses. I say administrative, but really my work is pretty trivial. Preparing tea, organizing clothes, and even taking care of pets, that kind of thing. Luckily the pay is good. Otherwise, I would have quit long ago. Hey, you look like you're strong. Maybe you'll be promoted soon. Maybe you can help me solve this little problem. You see, there's a bit of a problem in Francis. Okay, so this one is kind of dropping us in the middle of a storyline that happens earlier. And it has to do with the town of Edelstein and how it got basically taken over by the Black Wings. Francis is out of business and the puppets in his room are going nuts. Don't quiet them down. Alright, so we're gonna mess up some dolls. Right?
Seek.
Return.
Oh, we got another view in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you do. How are you? And, how are both of you doing this afternoon? The weekend is treating you all right? quest complete.
Return.
Give me 1 fames. Tell Francis yeah, sure. Secretary, wish you could offer. Huh? Looks like you wanted a snacks. Dargot has had habit of breaking down walls and eating the steel inside. I'm sick of wasting money on repairs. Need help? Big spiders, shed a fragment. Okay. Like, there's a lot of quests you can do over here. They like all pile up, and then just like one after the other. Okay, so this again is part of a quest line that happens earlier in the game. You have to go to Maplestory first and start that quest line. And that's how this pops up. So it gets in. This girl right here, Gabriel. She is the girlfriend to one of the residents of Edelstein who is working for the Black Wings, and at least this is for those of you who don't know. Her boyfriend is working for the Black Wings to try and keep her safe, but the Black Wings are holding her hostage, so he'll do what they say. So it's kind of a messed up situation. Vaughn over here is trying to get her out. I think they're related, but I don't remember. Oh, we got a second viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. Ah! No! That's not what I wanted. Okay, 30 guard. Robot batons. Alright. Oh, right. Leveling! I forgot about this. We shall max this out. We shall max this out. Cool. Yes, we're gonna do this because we don't have to worry about that. Or they're just after some, really all they're after is they're hungry and they're after some meat. System, we are just making sure that the crime prevention system is actually working for him. Okay. And then this, everything's for the mission. New parts required. Speeds are cured, therefore just send the guard robots. 80 guard robot batons. Based on the other, you have a 83.4% chance of success. Please, I can do this with my eyes closed. Oh no, the alarm went off. Whatever shall I do? That's the only problem I don't like about these is... Okay. No, don't go there. Hold on. There we go. Ah! Okay, so what we're going to do is come up here so we're nice and safe.
Return.
I'll continue on anyways. Where we find out about our girl Adele here. Yeah, we can just punch one right out of there. All right, cool. And we'll come over here. Oh, this guy is lazy. I'm actually supposed to be standing guard inside the mine shafts, but I really don't like the guys inside. I don't want to be near them. Their expressions, faces really creep me out. I can tell you from your bewildered look that you have no idea what I'm talking about. You really are new. I'm talking about the androids. They may be expensive pieces of technology created by that genius scientist, but at the end of the day, they're little more than machine puppets. It irks me to think that they get treated better than the human beings. They act like they're so superior. Maybe we should pay a little prank on them. Do you want to help? Well, I guess so. You're gonna give me experience. Let's find out if those androids really don't have any emotions. You can get big spider antennas by hunting big spiders. Get 50 of those and show that to Android Zek Talk 2000. Inside. See if he doesn't get scared or something so disgusting. Okay. In the meantime, I am going to bring this back up so I can check something out. All right. 110 is really how many I need. Because if I have enough, I won't be able to finish this. We can need 80 for one quest and 30 for another quest. doesn't hurt much any. Ooh, rune of purification.
Powerful monsters! Big scary monsters!
Return. That mission doesn't have the actual number of batons that I need, so I need to get some more first.
Return.
Go, got 110, okay. So what we're gonna do... Not exactly what I wanted to do, but... Finish this quest, okay. Yes. Oh, right, I gotta go back to him over here. Alright, Buck Teeth, hey, look, somebody's messing up your stuff.
Are you talking down on me because I'm a rabbit? Hey, buddy, even though I'm a bunny, I still ain't rank you. Show some respect.
I imagine this guy, every time I've done this, I imagine him with, like, the old Bluto voice from Popeye. Hey, I found a broken guard robot. You have an infiltrator.
What? Follow me.
And... nope.
Mustn't be judged. Big holes much moving, stupid human. Guess not all humans are smart. Never mind that. I have to worry about my mission. My mission is to keep an eyes on Gabrielle. It's not like she can escape, but it's a job. When a job's a job, I'm going.
Second here. Alright. Oh, we're so close to a level.
Level 85, here we come.
Why did you flee? Didn't Bond tell you to run away? Oh, you're the person who got Bond here. Thank you for helping Bond, but I can't run away. Our town is under control of Black Wings. If we were to run away, I suppose things could be better for me, but not for Edelstein. Black Wings will try to exact vengeance. See, I can't leave this place, but don't worry. One day we'll overcome the Black Wings. We just have to be patient and wait for that day. I'm sorry to tell you, lady, but that's already been done. But your efforts will not go unnoticed. Okay, so then I have to go get some spider antennas, and I have to get some rocks for little chew on any of the oh yes, this one. Android, round, human bow, do I? Others, cartridge. Alright, cool. just charge this by fighting monsters. Ouch! Stop it! I don't like you spitting on me.
There.
This thing right here is for a later skill in the game. Daily gift.
Seek.
No mana. I forgot you could do that. Just put a crystal in midair there. What did I just complete? Oh, boulder. And I have all the antennas, so... Some of these you can climb on, some of them you can't. Okay, let's see. Can I finish the question here? Sweet. And I can't do that one just yet. We just got a new quest pop up. Oh, the Lost Culture of Ariant. Well, let's see. Continue on with this stuff here in the Burn Mine, or do we go to Ariant? Well, really, we're here for the story of Adele, so where we go in the future really couldn't matter. And if you want me to actually kind of run through the storyline of Edelstein here, let me know in the comments down below, and I will make a character through that quest line. At least not like Edelstein Citizen, I think it's called, which is like the Resistance class members. But if you want to see the storyline of Edelstein from the town all the way through the mine, you know, leave a comment down below, and maybe we'll do that next time. Give me your big spider antennas. I do not comprehend the meaning behind your actions, but my programming suggests that I say thank you. Thank you. Just nothing there. Alright, I'm gonna continue on with the energy cartridge here. Get that. Then it's off to areas!
Seek. Return. There. Return.
Battle Empress. They're red battle Empress, which is what I'm wearing right now. I kind of miss how the armors, the different colors, make a difference. Like, it didn't matter too much, but it kind of did at the same time, to where the different options, different elements, and different classes actually meant something. So, now it's just different flavors of. It feels like it's just different flavors of smash them into the ground. There's no real strategy. That's what most MMOs boil down to anyways, but this, I feel like Maple Story really devolved into that quite a bit. Go back to Zektok over here. Torture's full, thank you, Reserve Target Soul. And we're gonna go give this to his sister. Quote unquote. And that will pretty much wrap us up over here in the Fern Mine. And then we'll go to Ariant. Oh, big scary monster!
Be gone.
That guy just got destroyed.
Return.
Oh, right. The whole meat thing to take care of. Forgot about that. We got a red battle lord. Which is like the male version of the armor. I'm out of mana. That was pretty cool. It's like, it's kind of funny to... when you have these ether swords running around, it's funny you can just have one command and they all come back to you as like one giant sword. Yeah, oh, cool. We can actually complete. Alright, so we are at 88. You know what? Let's continue on to level 90. Which, that'll we'll go and do that variant, which will have higher level monsters. I know it's a little bit grindy, but at least that way it'll get us the next story beat, so we can end off this stream with kind of bookend both things here. All right. So we want some geisha. Learning the culture of Arians. All you gotta do is drink some water out of the palace pool. However, it's getting to the palace pool that's the hard part. Not really. Just go over here and... Oh, guess what? Now you're a citizen and everybody trusts you implicitly. Welcome to Ariant, everybody. So, what I think I'm gonna do, I'm not gonna do any of the quests here because, you know, there is a storyline to this whole thing, but it's really not gonna help us progress to the next story. We're gonna get to the next story beat faster than we are gonna be able to complete that. So what we're gonna do is we are just going to, what does this do? We're gonna spirit field for 11 seconds. Stick this. I believe it's here.
I have you.
Yes. Okay. Ooh, looks like a giant shield. All right. Okay, so I guess I gotta find out exactly what it does. Receive 30% of the damage dealt to party members inside the field. Okay, so it like directs it back to you. And create a shield equal to 74% of that damage. If you take more damage than your remaining HP, you cannot receive that extra damage. Okay, so basically it's kind of like you taking on some of the extra damage. Shield equal to 74% of that damage. Okay. So if, like, there's 100 damage coming in, somebody, you take 30 of that damage, and the party members will have a shield on them that blocks 74% of that damage. Okay. Now, see, something like that would be really cool if the damage really kind of mattered. Okay. Let's see, what's the highest level? It's 86 on this side, 86 on that side. Okay. I will be right back because there's something on my side that I have to take care of. But I will be back in a couple seconds, so just hang on tight, guys. Alrighty, dear viewers, I have returned. So, we are going to go back over here. And really, we are going to go... No, we don't want this one.
Dang it!
This will give us some. Faster.
Seek.
Thunder! Double XP for a little while. Cool.
Return.
Giant lightning strike will just come out of the... Yep, just like that.
There.
Mana!
Check it out. Watch this. Xiong, and it like grazes your cheek. And the person's like, ha, you missed me. And then like for it. Zoom! Oh, you got me!
Seek. Seek. Return. Be gone.
All these telescopes and money everywhere.
I feel like this is crap. Money.
And a portal. I heard a portal.
Oh, it's a wolf portal. Cool.
Yes, let's go.
Be gone.
Rain down to the bomb.
I have you.
Okay. Oh, create a shield of 74%. Okay. So, okay, I see what it did here. See right here, it has that little yellow. That was the little yellow thing that was on my health bar down there. That was the shield it was talking about.
Aha!
And okay, there's level 91.
True nobility.
Blast. Max 10. Okay, feather float.
Sweet.
So now. Okay, so. Oh, I guess I have to actually
another portal.
So I guess I don't fully understand that skill. Oh. Move back a short distance.
Duh.
Finally get into the portal. Oh, okay, what's this? Ah.
Yay!
But I didn't get the right score. Oh, level up again.
Nice!
Okay. Oh, really? Master Flow. This is Master Level 4. Okay. Alright. Let me check if maybe I missed it. This don't need to worry about. It's the daily quest thing. Huh. I really thought there was going to be a another story beat at level 90. I guess I was wrong. Okay. Let me check something really quick then. Okay. Okay, so it kind of looks like the next big story beat is going to be at level 100, which is the 4th job advancement. All right. Well, for now, we're at level 94. So I think that's where we're going to stop the Maplestory stuff now. But we shall... Give me a second, guys. You don't need... This is not... You don't need to worry about it. I'm not saying this. It's completely unimportant. stop the Maplestory. And we shall go back to Satisfactory. Just give me a minute here to do some stuff on my end. Okay. It's going to take a minute to get things up and running again because this game is a lot more involved than Maplestory is. So just give it a minute here. So I guess while we're waiting, now's a good time to remind you guys that should everything work out, around January 15th is when I plan to have a Q&A session with some of the cast members from Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen. If you have any questions for any of the voice actors or actresses, be sure and leave them in the comments of a community post that I have on the community tab of my channel. So that way you can hopefully get your questions answered, like those burning questions you've always wanted to know about. You can also ask me questions too, but I will be sure and check them out before that happens. Just to make sure that the questions aren't trolling or just kind of just no. But yeah. All right. Let's see. I need to. No, I want to go this to here. Come on. Why aren't you doing a thing? There we go. That's what I wanted to do. Okay, and then we'll take this and move this over to here. Sweet. All right. So now click this button over here to make sure that we need to do a thing. Give it a second here. There we go. We are in update. I think I want to call it like 7.1, I guess you could say, for update 7. Fixmas is we are in the middle of Fixmas. If you remember from last year, I was doing a stream every day doing something for Fixmas. However, the Fixmas event, being that the developers, Coffee Stain, they are working on some other stuff in the background of this game. So Fixmas isn't anything special. It's just a repeat of what it was last year. Which reminds me, I need to... No, that's not what I wanted. I need to get some more volume on this thing because I was talking to somebody, one of my buddies, earlier, and I was using Discord, of course, but I couldn't hear them over the game, so I had to turn the game down. But we are back here in the game. And I see we got a viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I hope you're at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. Or at least what remains here today. We were playing Maplestory earlier, but we are moving on to Satisfactory because it's kind of at a spot where it's a little bit of a grind session for the character that I was playing. But we are currently playing Satisfactory as we are getting together my nuclear power preparations done. So yeah. How are you doing today? I hope your weekend is treating you well. And I hope that your Christmas preparations are coming together nicely. Alrighty. Oh, on that note, next week, I don't think I will be doing a stream because, one, it's Christmas Day. So, I don't know for sure if I'm going to be doing a stream or not. I do have some stuff over here on my side that I'm going to be taking care of. Just hanging out with the family, you know, just having family time, really. So, I don't think I'll be doing a stream next week. Let's see. I'm just double checking something on my side. Got an appointment later today with one of my voice actresses. Okay. And we are here. We are here. We are here. We are here. Yay. Oops. Alrighty. So let's see. Let's turn this up and see what happens. I think I turned this stuff down because it was when Update 7 first came out. There was actually a problem with the way the belts were working, so it was a bit nasty. So I turned everything down to try and bring everything back to normal a little bit. But okie dokie, so it appears that I will probably, let's see, zero. That should help a little bit. Seems like it helps a little bit. Alrighty. So, moving on. We are currently getting all the nuclear prep up and running. I do have the preparations in place for making the electronic control rods for nuclear stuff, as well as pretty much all the preparation in place for making encased uranium cells, which, you know, put all together actually makes the fuel cells for nuclear power plants. I do actually, hold on. When I think about it, I do need to make all the collection stuff over here before I do my next step. So, we produce 10, that's 150. Okay. So I have 15 of these machines. I have a little different setup. I know some people would be like,
Oh, we gotta be super uber efficient with our stuff, and we gotta do things with it to make sure that we don't waste anything.
me? Nope. I am not that person. I am just going to take what I get, and I am going to dump it. I don't have any copper sheet. Okay, so we are, because part of this whole setup requires sulfuric acid, and you can like recycle it in the system, but instead I am just going to package it, and then I'm going to throw it into a what's it called? An awesome sink, just to get rid of it. I do have some canisters being made off-site, so that way I can bring them here to package said sulfuric acid and throw it into the awesome sink, so I can just, you know, be making tickets, but just getting it out of here.
So I don't have to deal with it.
So this. Oh, right. Give me a second here, guys. No, that. Right. Let's see. Let me put on my power hover suit.
Whee!
No, that's not what I wanted to do. That's not what I wanted to do either. Whee! There we go. I wanted to slide underneath. Oh, yeah. So, grab some pipes. There we go. And we're going to drag this out. In order to get the uranium that I need for this whole build, I actually had to fight off some giant spiders. That was a debacle. Not only were they big spiders, but they also jumped at me, so I'm constantly trying to move around, not get hit by them. And those, they hurt. And there was 2 of them. I had to take on 2 of them at one time. It was not fun. I actually died once. Had like a little safety hut that I tried to build, so that way I could, you know, keep myself safe while I dealt with the spiders, but did that work? No! And then the one time that I actually thought about it, it's like, ooh, you know what? I'm going to be smart. I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to, before I get in my little safety hut, I am going to put a bunch of explosives all over the hut, so when the spider inevitably jumps on top of my safety hut and tries to get me, I can just blow it to smithereens. Well, guess what? The spider didn't jump on my safety hut, so I had to sit there from like 18 yards away and try to shoot it with my little rebar pew-pew. It was not a fun time. The only thing I don't like about this swamp over here is that everything has this really desaturated view to it, and it, like, especially when it comes to night, it gets really hard to see. I know it goes for aesthetics and everything like that. You know, this is a scary swamp, by the way. which, you know, I guess this grayed out sepia tone desaturated look to it just doesn't help matters much either. Half expect to see like some horror villain come out. This is as if it wasn't scary enough. Ah, no, that's not what I wanted to do. There we go. Not to mention that, like, below me where this factory is being built, there's a bunch of them big spiders. So it doesn't help. It's still scary. Yeah, can you hear them? You hear, like, the leaves rattling around. No. No, it is not satisfactory. Right, what did I make this? It's okay. We're going to come under here, and then we're going to you. Because we are going to come over here. I'm trying a slightly different building method than I normally do. Just to see how I like it. Whether or not I actually like it or not. Now, recently in this update, I think it was in this update, they introduced the concept of plans, but it's like not mass plans. So apparently, you know, everybody, and I mean everybody, apparently has been bugging the developers about putting in some kind of plans like Factorio has. And look, I get I understand the want of it. There's the spiders down below. I understand the want of it. I really do, especially when it gets to like the more advanced area or like late game, because if you are one of the people that has like efficiency on the brain for when you do stuff, having to put everything down manually can get quite tedious. I get that. I really do. But to say that you want it because Factorio has it is just... I mean, seriously? like, I know it's kind of a weak argument, but come on. If you guys want something, if you want to play something to play like Factorio, just go play Factorio. Honestly, I like the way the game is. I mean, yes, it does get a little tedious sometimes, having to, especially if you're building multiple factories. The only thing that I would say I wish they could do, or I wish it could do, was like zooping for the buildings. And heck, even limiting it to 10 machines at one time. Heck, even 5 machines at one time. That would still be awesome. That'd be my only critic, is that, you know, maybe have a zoop feature for some of the buildings. But, or maybe even have like a limit on which buildings you do, like maybe the constructors. Yeah, like constructors. Maybe have like a limit of like 15 or something like that. If, you know, again, I am no programmer, so I don't know how difficult this is. But he has a zoop feature like 15 for constructors, maybe 10 for assemblers, and then maybe like 5 for manufacturers as they like go up in complexity. So that way, you know, you have maybe 5 for refineries, maybe 5 for blenders, maybe 10 for packagers or something like that. You know, just give it a zoop feature if you want. And maybe make that like a late mid game, like the mid game, but like the later mid game, to where you can start doing that, because, you know, factories start getting ridiculously huge. I mean, look at my smelting facility that's over there. The thing is massive. All right. This will run into a packager. Okay, I'm gonna run the packager. We need rubber and we need plastic for a packager. Down. There's the plastic and rubber car. Grab a bundle of each. I do like the hover pack, though. The hover pack makes everything a lot easier to work with. Okay, so give me a second here. No, we can make that work. So what we're going to do is we're going to stick and then we're going to do this. Stick there. And then we are going to take you and do like we're going to go like this first. That's what I wanted to do. Alright. Then we're going to go here. Just like that. And then we are going to... I can. Okay, cool. Ziggy-zag over here. Then we're gonna go all the way down. This line is going to bring in the containers for the packaging. I need to go get some more steel beams, it looks like. And going down. Oops. It's over here somewhere. Some beams. Okay. Alright, so grab some more of this. Whoa. This, put it like so. And we'll go like a this. Doot doot. This, put it over here, grab this, put it over there. Alright. So this should take care of all the acid. This just goes down here. Okay, so I should actually be able to sink this down instead, so that way I don't have this weird kink going on with acid, which makes maybe make it get backed up. Okay, so we're gonna kick you two out. We are going to go with you guys. packager right in here. So then we can take this pipe and come right over here. And go right down in there. And then we'll take a conveyor belt. Seriously? We're going to take this apart too. Take you apart, put one more over here. To you, this, dooch. Nope, not up there. Over here. I'm going to grab you. A couple more you over here. And then we are going to put another one of you right there. And then what we're going to do is we are going to stick one of you here and another one right here. So that way we can have a little bit of a buffer of these containers to do stuff with. Oh, looks like I need one more. Oh, come on! Stop it! Apart again because we kind of need the space. And then we shall take a couple more of these again. Turn around. Down. Put more of you. There. Take you, and bring you over here, and we'll take you. So we're going to be clipping a little bit, but we're probably not going to be up here much because all of this area is going to be nuclear radioactive, which is not exactly good. I mean, we do have a radioactive suit, so we can kind of protect ourselves a little bit. But, for now, no. Actually, let's see, can we fit awesome scene right here. Down there. Here. Alright, so let's see. Special. Yeah, an awesome sink will fit right in here. Okay. So we reinforced. We really need reinforced plates. Okay, cool. Yay! Then we're going to go downstairs to our supply choo. Supply choo-choo. And we're actually going to drop these off here. going to get rid of these. So we don't need them. Reinforced plates are further up in the train. So... yes, they're right here. A couple of those. Now, I have in mind what's going to happen here is that this is not only going to be the factory where I make the nuclear power, or the nuclear power components, but it is also going to be the place where I process the nuclear waste and turn it into plutonium rods so that I can throw that into the awesome sink. So hopefully I won't have any nuclear waste problems. What we're going to do here, we're going to throw one of these on there, just so that way it's taken care of. Packaged sulfuric acid. Oh, we got a viewer in the chat. Welcome, welcome. I know the thumbnail says I'm going to be playing Maplestory, but I did some stuff earlier in Maplestory, and I didn't want to include people in the grind, so I'm coming back over here to Satisfactory, where I am continuing to build my nuclear power factory. You are welcome to check it out. I hope you are at least mildly entertained by what you see here. Okay, so we are going to put a power line running along here. And we're going to run it off the same power line as the sulfuric acid pumps. Because this is it's all the same system, it's just the other end of the system. Oh, too long. Come all the way to here, and then we are going to take this and come over here. We're going to power you, and we're going to power you. Okie dokie. So I hope that your weekend is treating you well. Viewer or coin in the vault? Packages. I have... oh, right. I need storage for the stuff that this is going to be making. Daniel, coin of the vault. Welcome, welcome. That's out over there. We're going to turn this around. We're going to put two of you like so. So that way, we put all this together. All right. So what? Level 1 melt. This. Material
confusing.
And really, I should actually take a couple of these down. Because... Alright, I should take 3 of these down. Because, I was hoping to have 15 of these. I just had a thought. I was hoping to have 15 of these, but it appears that the amount of uranium that I am harvesting over there is not going to be enough to support all of these. So I can do one of two things. I can either leave this whole setup here, and some of the machines are going to be starving, and I basically have it maxed out because I have a level 3 miner over there on a normal node of uranium, and I basically have it maxed out, so it will bring in 600 uranium per minute. But I need 750 to run this current setup that I have. So I can either tear down 3 machines and be right at breaking even on how much I'm bringing in and how much I'm using, or I can keep this setup and part of the machines are going to be starving for uranium because they can't be fed. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to tear down 3 of these machines, so that way I don't have to worry about it. I mean, I know I put in some work, but, you know, it's better to have to tear down work and, you know, you didn't really need it in the first place than to have stuff you needed and having machines starving, which actually in the long run will hurt production. And it's raining. So how's your weekend going, Daniel? Hope everything is on track to at least be enjoyable for the upcoming holiday. That's good. Nice. For everyone who's going to be watching this later, towards the end here, be sure and give a big old clap for Daniel over here that he got his work done. Oh, oh, oh. That is awesome sauce. Okay, so we can get rid of this cross piece, this cross piece, and this cross piece. Right. Alright, so that should be everything that we really need to take care of. We can take this pipe off. This pipe off. We can take this down. Take this down. This pipe off. And this thing out. This part, to this part, this part. Okay, so we're going to be making a few less of the power cells, but in the end, it will actually benefit us. I am not going to be... I currently am not using all the uranium in the world. Because there's only like 4 or 5 nodes in the entire world of uranium. And in order to use it, I would need to have a steady supply. I would probably be in my best interest to have a steady supply of batteries for drones. So that way I can use the drones to transport the uranium back and forth. But since I do not currently have a battery factory in the works, drones will only be a hindrance. And not only that, I don't think I have them unlocked. Okay, so Splinter. This. And I'm not bringing the uranium into the factory just yet because, you know, it is radioactive. I don't want to make this factory a spicy mess just yet. So we are keeping the uranium out of the factory for now until we're actually ready to... Oh, hey Link, how you doing? Thanks for coming. Sorry you caught it right here at the end, or towards the end. I'm maybe down to my last 10 minutes or so here, but thanks for coming. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you see here today. And for those of you who are watching this later, Link is a fellow streamer. Be sure and go and check him out on his Twitch channel, RetroStar611. He does stuff from time to time, so be sure and check it out. And tell him in the chat, give him a nice big punch in the face and tell him that I told you to do so. Oh, and follow him over there. Alright, so that takes care of that. So now, I need to go make another train station all the way across the world. Way over there to bring in some concrete. Because this requires concrete. So I have everything basically set up to do so. I just don't have... okay. Why is that? What happened? Or would you prefer not to say? All the way over to the concrete factory on the other side of the world. Well, hold on. Do we actually have some limestone in the area?
We do!
Hey man, it's okay. You don't have to share if you don't want to. I'm just making conversation.
But we do have some limestone in the area! Hip hip hurrah!
Come on.
I need power. There we go, we got power!
Alright. So, now let's see where this limestone is. Is that it? Okay, there's that. Okay. Oh, there's that over there. Okay. So where is... That's a pure one. That's a normal one. I want the pure one is what I want. Oh. Okay. A moment of silence for the bearded dragon of Link over here. All right. Now. We are looking for limestone. Where is you? Oh, it's over there. Okay, so actually, I don't even... Let's see, what, maybe 4 o'clock-ish? I probably will be just kind of chilling out for a little bit because I do have a meeting at 5 o'clock with the voice actress for Vexen, in Rise of Vexen, by the way. And I also have a possible meeting with the voice actor who's doing the voice of Sly in that same production. So, as of right now, I really don't have anything planned, but, you know, if you want me to come hang out in yours, I'll be more than willing to. So, I'm going to change this up a little bit. No. I think I'm just going to leave this alone, as is. Rather than having a mini concrete factory over here, I'm just going to expand the concrete factory that I have across the world, which I'm probably just going to be going over there, and then calling it, or just kind of planning out where I want the station to go, and then calling it there. So you guys are welcome to hang out until then to help me kind of figure out what I'm doing. That factory right there, the electronics factory, is like, it bleeds my copper sheets dry, like almost instantly. So I have a couple, it looks like I had a couple veins of copper nodes nearby. So I can probably just put those to work right there and ship right into the factory via belts and whatnot, rather than by train. Shall see. a whole world. I gotta do some file cleanup on my computer to try and get the graphics back. Either that or it's just there's a lot in the world that I've built now, so it's kind of struggling to render it all. We should go this way. To the right. Wow, since I've been over here on this side. This side of the world, I should say. And hopefully the stream looks okay for you guys. I did some adjustments on my side as far as stream quality goes, so hopefully it looks okay. Here we are at the concrete factory. So probably what we're going to end up doing is we are going to have, let's see, this is the inroad for fives. This is threes. Wow. This is the inroad for all of the limestone. So I'm probably going to modify this a little bit to have more of an output, a faster output, so that way I can take care of more of the refineries up above that uses the wet concrete recipe. But I'm probably going to end up putting the train station that feeds the nuclear power station. I'm probably going to end up putting it just back here somewhere. So yeah, that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. So there's that. Because this right here is my storage train. It goes back to my storage facility, which I have greatly diminished. It doesn't have quite as much storage in it. Each of these 120, 240. Okay. So yeah, I'm going to be, one of the things I'm going to be reworking is this entire concrete factory here. Just so that way I can get the rest of these refineries up and running, so I can have lots more concrete outgoing. So yeah, but yeah, I think that's where we're going to call it for today. So thank you guys for coming to the stream. I hope you were at least mildly entertained by what you saw. I know that it said the Maplestory, but you know, again, it got kind of a grindy section in Maplestory, so that's why I switched over to Satisfactory. But thank you guys for coming. And next week, I am not sure I'm going to do any kind of stream at all, because I'm going to probably be hanging out with the family and doing some other stuff. we'll see exactly what happens, but I don't think I'm going to be doing a stream next week. In any case, be sure and hit that subscribe button down below to become a coin in the vault so you don't miss a thing. And be sure to check out Maplestory the novel, Sacred Tears. This is an alternate universe. This is a fan fiction that is an alternate universe look at the story of Maplestory. The videos here on YouTube are geared more so as an audiobook. However, they're also geared as kind of a audio graphic novel kind of deal. Some of the videos aren't fully animated yet just because I haven't gotten around to it. I've just been really busy. So you can sit down and watch stuff that happens on screen, but it is geared more so as an audiobook, so you can just turn it on and leave it on in the background. It is fully voice acted, it has background music, it has sound effects. Be sure and leave a comment and a thumbs up on those videos if you do like it, and let the voice actors and actresses and everybody who worked on it know that it is awesome, because without them and without you guys, it wouldn't be as awesome, nor would it be worth doing. If that's not so much your style, you can also check out Sly Cooper Rise of Vexen. This is also a fanfiction I wrote for the Sly Cooper fandom. That is a continuation story happening 3 years after the events of Thieves in Time. It's just my own version of what I think would be a good continuation. It is also geared as an audiobook, however, more so than Sacred Tears, as there are characters on screen that are in a particular scene, and the background changes depending on which character is talking. However, it is nowhere near as interesting as it is for Sacred Tears. So it is more so as an audiobook, so you can turn it on, leave it on in the background, and again, it is fully voice acted. It has background music, it has sound effects, and all that cool stuff. Be sure and check it out. Leave a comment, give it a thumbs up, share it around so that we can overcome the overlords of the YouTube algorithm. We are currently sitting at 86 coins in the vault. 14 away from that 100 goal. I would really like it if we could hit 100 subscribers or coins in the vault by the end of the year. You know, it's not going to be the end of the world if it doesn't, but it'd be awesome if we could do that. Other than that, we'll kind of, one last thing. For Rise of Vexen, on the 15th of January, I do have planned to have a live stream with some of the cast and crew on the 15th of January at around 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time that were part of the Rise of Vexen crew, so that you can ask any kind of questions you like. You can tell them which parts were your favorite, which characters were your favorite, ask them any questions, ask me any questions you'd like. There is a post in the community tab on my YouTube, so you can leave a comment there on a question you might have. I will be checking out all the questions to make sure, kind of see if it's on topic or how trolly it is, so just be aware of that. I guess that's the only other thing that I can think of to let you guys know of what's on the horizon. Oh, and the Chapter 6 intro for Rise of Vexen is now live, so that you can go and check it out. Be sure and do that, because things are really starting to heat up, and this is going to be the penultimate episode, or chapter. But we shall see. So, until next time, my friends.